Welcome back to Your Darts. Thanks again for tuning in. Right, okay, two more finishes as on this list as we work our way down from 170. Please join me. Okay, so we have 160 for you today. Okay, we're finishing off the numbers in the 160 range, and we have 158. Obviously 159 is a bogey number. If you don't know that, I've done videos on bogey numbers, got to learn them. It's very important. You want to try and avoid them if possible. But anyway, okay, so same process. Treble 20 is a really good treble for this. And whenever we throw in treble 20, and we've got a 3-digit number, and we have here, we just visualize 40. I call it the rule of 40. I'm going to keep stating these things. 40 onto 60 leaves 100. Okay, so rather than seeing this as just 160, which is quite a big daunting number, see this as treble 20 leaving 100. Okay, and then we're going to add 40 onto 58, and this will be 98. So we're getting into our 2-digit numbers now. Okay, so this is treble 20 leaving 98, and this is what we've got to go away and learn. Okay, luckily they're fairly easy to learn, but what's easy for one might not be easy for another, so take it slowly and you'll get there. So 100, we're assuming we've hit our first treble, okay, leaving 100, and the 2-dart finish for 100 is treble 20 because it's 60 for double 20, so it will be treble 20, treble 20, double 20. Okay, and 98 is treble 20 again for double 19. That's the only way you can take that out. Okay, I know it's a rubbish double, but it's one of those things you just got to do. Okay, so again, see this as treble 20 leaving 100, and see 158 as treble 20 leaving 98. Now let's jump in and practice. So down to my crib sheet, we have 160, so it's treble 20 leaving 100. Okay, state your 100, treble 20, double 20. If it hit the big 20, it would leave 80. Include the miss rule. Okay, needs to be, by the way, this is not a real rule, this is just something I've named. It's just something we do, and it deserves a title because it's as important as the finish itself, I believe. And you've got 1 dart left at 80, and you state what you do with 80. There's loads of things you can do with 80. Just cleaning that up for you. So you've got 1 dart at 80, and you can go, probably best way is treble 20 for double 10 when you return. Missing the treble 20, hitting the big 20 would leave 60. Okay, you can do that. And you can also go treble 16 for double 16 when you return. Okay, hitting the big 16 would leave 64. Oh, that's a terrible colour. Might have to change that background a little bit, but 64. Okay, and if you really want to be a bit of a show pony, like some people out there, mentioning no names, double doubles are pretty good. So if you've got 1 dart at 80 and you like your double tops, you may well go double top for double top when you come back. And if I practice that, I'd probably go, if I hit the big 20, okay, it would leave 60. Okay, so that's kind of how I would practice that. So again, including every time there's a treble to go for, include what it would be if you miss that treble and hit the big number. Okay, and then you'll know what the answer is, and you won't have to step back. The only time you step back is when you have a wayward dart and you hit treble 7 or something silly like that. You're just one of those things, you can't do nothing to stop that. Even the pros have to do that. Luckily they've got a marker who tells them what's left. Anyway, so 158 is treble 20 leaving 98, and then state 98 treble 20 leaving double 19. If it hit the big 20, it would leave 78. Okay, and then you state how to finish 78. Treble 18 for double 12 on a return, hitting the big 18 would leave 60. Okay, so again, slowly walk them down, the finish and the finish if you hit the big number. Okay, so that's 2 more numbers for you. So thanks again for watching. I hope this is ringing true for some people, and it's helping you in the whole scheme of, because people have said before, exactly, the talk about the miss rule without knowing it's called the miss rule, or what I call it, the miss rule. What happens if you don't always hit your treble? Well, there we are, that's darts for you, isn't it? You're not gonna hit that treble that often unless you get really good at this game. All right, and you'll find you start doing the more you zone in. Okay, but I'm trying to give you all the tools I've got to help you. All right, so good luck with those 2 numbers. Thanks for watching.